What's going on, everybody? It's your boy K Mills coming at you for another episode. All right, so I want to talk about the breaking news or the most recent things that are going on politically and in the music landscape. So let's get right into it, okay? So let's start with the most recent thing that I just saw that was so like it affected me and it affects people that have two children. If you own your house or multiple properties, anybody that's in my cohort, two kids, a property or multiple properties or whatever you have, and you're a blue collar worker. Like I call myself a blue collar worker. I'm not necessarily sure if nurses fall into that, but whatever. I work with people and I save lives. My hands is in the mud. Okay, you know what I mean. So, for those who want to know what my political affiliation is, I have none. I am unaligned. I would like to say I am not a Democrat. I am not a Trump supporter. I am not a conservative. What I am is a supporter of facts and policies that affect the majority of Americans and affect my life as well as the people that are in my cohort. Two kids or more, multiple properties, or one property. Let's say you have your house, or you have two kids and you're renting and you're trying to better yourself. You're working hard, you're persevering, you have resilience. Yeah, I'm that type of American. So having said that, I just support policies. I use my logic and my reading skills and my critical thinking to look at a policy and see if it's bad, how it affects me, and so on. So having said that, let's jump right into the one thing I want to talk about. So if you follow me on X at Shiesty Nurse, you'll see that I post a lot of conservative talking points because even though they're talking points or policies that Trump has put out, reading, back in the day, we used to have a Venn diagram in school. You look at the good, the bad, and what's in the middle, and that's what I did. And when I do that, I like a lot of Trump's policies in this term. I did not like a lot of things from his first term, but I like a lot of things from this term. And I think some of the things that I don't necessarily agree with some of the procedures that he's done and how he's executed things, but he's been effective in executing what he said he was going to do. That's one thing I will tell you. If he says he's going to do it, he's going to do it. That's one thing I got to give it to him. I may not like the way he speaks. I may not want to have a beer with him. I may not like some of the things he said and has said, but that's where we are. So today, no, it was actually yesterday, this character like put out, he's a character online on X, and he's a very good prominent like left wing conservative mouthpiece, not conservative, excuse me, liberal mouthpiece. He put out this whole thing about, oh, Trump is going to ban states from from not allowing medical debt to be on your medical debt from when you go to see the doctor to be reported on your credit. Now, I live in the state of New York, and that's one of the things that New York took advantage of in 2022 when Joe Biden put it on. Made that changed that interpretive rule from the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. So what Trump did was basically change that rule. Now, this is why I'm bringing up this person, is because a lot of the things that we're seeing in the news is either a narrative, it's not the truth. So is it true that Trump did this? Yes. Is it true that it possibly is bad for people like me? Yes. And this is a bad thing. This is kind of like a bad thing I'm going to put on the bad list for Trump. Only because I personally believe, I don't have a political affiliation, but I do align with certain ideologies. And one of the ideologies I believe is in states' rights. It should be our right. States' rights is the people's rights, right? So if you don't want something in your state, you petition your government. That's the American way. That is the democratic republic that we live in. It shouldn't be a big entity, big brother, bullying states and telling what states need to do, unless it's for the protection of the people. So for those who are going to be like, how do you feel about them sending the National Guard? I love it because many people do love it. Many people who are normal working class people, who are the people who are consistently being forgotten in America. I want to say that again. The working normal, meaning not the degenerates you see robbing stores and stuff like that. Normal, working class, educated people who are holding this country up have been forgotten and continuously being forgotten, even with this shutdown. There's a lot of politics being thrown on while working class people who are holding this country up with our taxes, good Lord, okay, are being forgotten. But let's talk about why I said this is bad. So this is bad because the middle class people need a break. Give me a break. Give me a Kit Kat. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. We need a break. We need saving. Not the SNAP benefit people who keep taking and giving back a little with their little checks and the little things that they do, because a lot of them do work. That's contrary to what you may believe. A lot of people with SNAP benefits work. The ones that we're seeing complaining, they don't work so much because they got all these kids, so they got nobody to work. You know what I'm saying? We need people, we, meaning like me and my cohort, we need help. We need relief. We need deregulation for our banking so we can get our excuse me, our housing. We need assistance with our daycare. We're the ones that are working. We're fighting. We're generating GDP. We need help. We don't need big brother laws like this one that's going to prevent us. We need a fucking break. We don't even need, honestly, to be honest with you, the working class man doesn't need an assistance. We need deregulation in our banking, starting with the banking. We need more assistance when it comes to finding jobs with that provide some childhood care. We need help. Help us, please. Help us, please. We don't need we don't need the big government and Donald Trump taking things away. Now, he's done a lot for the working class people, contrary to what liberals will tell you. And let's talk about what liberals are saying. Because this guy that said that shit is a fucking liberal, and he's making it seem like he's taking away the right that I have. So what needs to be noted, I want you guys to read what I'm putting in this video right now, is that there's a note. I looked it up with my AI, so I'm Googling just like you, okay? And it said, a note is that the interpretive rule that he changed, Donald Trump, is not going to take away the current laws. So if you are in New York or California, like me in New York, I'm safe because what's already done is done, and it's not unearthing or reversing that. What it's doing is preventing other states from doing it. So what's being peddled to you as a narrative is that, oh, here's another bad thing Trump said, because then everything Trump does is bad because he's Trump. When the truth and the actuality is I had to do deeper research, and the truth of the matter is he's not taking away this right that we already have in this state that's already done, and in New York and California. And I think New York and California is the only states that really took away that medical debt off of our credit scores and off of our credit. But it's not changing that. It's not reversing that. What's in place is it's preventing other states from doing it. So yes, he's taking away a right from other states from doing it, but he's not taking away the right of the people of this or of the states that have already done it. And this gentleman that I mentioned before, he as well as many other Democratic pages and liberal pages are peddling this as if he's taking away something that you already have, and now you're gonna have to start paying your medical debt. That's not the truth. He's preventing other states from doing it, and that's what that note is up here. It says note. This is not reversing the current laws that are in place. It's preventing future laws. And again, it's not even a law. It's an interpretive rule. It's guidance. It's an advisory. So it's not an executive order. It is not a legislative law that has to be voted on and issued by Congress. I'm just telling you this to prevent the narrative, and that's all I'm doing. We have to stop and prevent narratives, and we have to, again, as people, search for the truth and step out of our echo chambers. This has been K Mills, a Shiesty Nurse, and a Shiesty Minute with a Shiesty Nurse. We're going to talk more. Stay tuned for my next videos. We're going to talk about hip-hop, culture, and other things. Thanks, guys.